Hi everybody, Frank from Frank's Boots again. I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how to do a fit sheet drawing at your house in the comfort of your own home or fire station or wherever you may be. I want to do this video so you don't fear it. Some people get real nervous, but it's okay. We've been doing this for a long time and we're pretty good at reading between the lines and seeing the mistakes that you've made. So a couple things you're going to need. You'll have to print the fit sheet. Go to our website. There's a link there that says digital fit sheet. Print it. There's a few pieces of paper that come with it. You'll end up with one for each foot and then an instruction sheet. So you'll take the top portion, you'll fold it. This is for each foot, and then you'll tape it together, and one for the left, one for the right. Other thing you're going to need is a tape measure. Most people have these in their house. We like these because they don't stretch very much. So it's nice and tight. Get a tape measure. The most important part is having a thin pen. If you use a thick-based pen as we go around the foot, it can add to width and add to length. That can sometimes give us a too wide a boot fitting. So use a thin pen. Also, the socks that you want to wear in the boot, that is really, really important. So if you can, that's all your procedures to set up. Once you're ready to go, we will now show you how to do that. So, okay, here we go. So we're going to do the drawing here, and as I said, in the comfort of your own home or fire station, whatever it may be, work environment. We like to put a hard surface down on top of the carpet. You can use a regular floor as long as it doesn't have any ripples or bumps in it. So what we do is we're going to put the 1 foot down here, and we'll have the person stand up, and then we're going to take the right foot, put it on the paper. Most people get very, very concerned about putting it exactly on this heel mark. Don't worry about that. It's not that critical. Go ahead and put your left foot up here. And then what you want to do is that balances the body weight. There's not too much pressure on the 1 foot at that point. Again, using a very thin pen, that's how we want to start, is a thin pen. And I always start on the side of the foot. Doesn't matter if you start on the outside or the inside. Starting at the front or back can give us 2 lines, and that's something that we don't want. So start on the side of the foot. Come around nice and tight. Just hold it snug. I always push the toe down a little bit. And then I come around nice and snug, holding this pen straight up and down. That's really important because if it angles, then you can end up with a wider or a longer fit. Going around the heel is one of the tougher parts. You get it on here, and you just got to keep the pen straight, just nice and slow, straight up and down. Come around and match your other line. Now, then we'll take this foot off here, and then you just duplicate that. Go ahead and take that off, and you duplicate it, and you do the left foot. And I'll do it again just so you can watch the drawing. And balance the body weight by bringing this foot up here. Okay, I'm starting on the side again, and I'm coming around, and then I push the toe down just a little bit, and then I come back around to the back, keeping that pen straight up and down. Just like that. Okay, go ahead and have a seat now. Now if you look, I have 1 line between here and here. Okay, so if you started in the back or started in the front, sometimes we can end up with a line that looks like this and then looks like this. And that we won't be able to work with. So that's why we have you start on the side and end on the side, and it works out really, really well. So you do 1 for each foot. The next thing you need to do is you'll have the person sit down, and we will put both feet out like this, and you're going to take your tape measure. Okay, so you have both feet like this. Now this is the ball, and this is on the outside of the ball of the foot. There's 2 points here that we want to measure that are really important, or where you want to put your tape measure. So we slide this underneath here like this, and if you feel right here, if you start at the front of the little toe and you push in, it's soft, and then it starts to get hard. There's a bone right there. So it gets hard, and then it gets soft again. We want the tape measure right on the center of that bone and the center of the tape measure. pull yourself a little bit of slack. And that's the same thing with the ball of the foot. If you come this way, it's nice and soft until you hit the bone, you hit the center of the bone, and goes down to the big toe. It's a little softer here. Again, you want the center of the ball on the center of your tape measure. And what I'll do is I just pull it over like this, and I pull it over like this. Hold it down, and then pull it tight. You want it nice and snug. And then you're going to want to back off just a little bit to let it relax. Now it's just fitting like a nice tight pair of socks, and that's the measurement. He's about 10 1/8. Put that measurement here. 10 1/8. And then follow up to the instep. And I just slide my tape back. Now on the instep, there's a bone here we call the cuboid bone. And again, it's soft until you hit the bone, and then it's soft again behind it. This is a very small bone. It's not very large. It's only about that big. We want our tape measure right on that bone, the center of the tape measure, center of the bones. Find the soft spot, gets hard, and then soft again. And then you can just bring it up over the top here. This does not have to be as snug as the ball, but just make it nice and snug. He's a 10 1/2 in the instep measurement. So we just write that right here. Now this one is the heel, so I'll just hold the toe and have him raise his heel up a little bit. This is an easy measurement to do. You're going to be on a diagonal, hold your tape like this, and then just come right around, have him put his heel down on the floor, and just wrap it around like that. He's 14 at the heel. Now the leg measurements are a little more difficult. So what I like to tell people to do at home is to go ahead and kneel down in front. Put your leg like this, and go ahead and put your foot up here on my leg. There we go. Now the leg is straight out. What you can do at this point is take your tape measure and go down, start it at the leg, not too far down, bring it up, and go to your first measurement, which is 6 inch. Or if you're doing a 4-inch boot, whatever measurement you're starting at, but most boots are over 6 inches tall. So, and then I just mark right here with my finger, the 6-inch mark, grab my tape measure like this in the back, and I just wrap it around at the 6-inch mark. This one, again, does not have to be too tight. You pull it around, and in this case, he measures 9 1/2 inches. One of the reasons I have you do it this way is it's very easy to get your eyes in line with the measurements. If you have to bend over, sometimes you can put the tape measure in the wrong spot. So then go up to 8-inch measurement, do the same thing. Just put your finger here, and you just pin it in the back like this. Bring your head back, make sure your tape is going even around the leg, and he's 10 1/4 in that measurement. Do that 6, 8, and 10 inches, and put your measurements right here on top of the number here. It's 6 inch, 8 inch, so he was 10 1/4 at the 8 inch. One of the other things that is really, really important is height and weight. Please give us your height and weight, what thickness of sock. These questions are very important, and this, if you give us a size and a width and the manufacturer, that helps us to convert as well. A lot of questions we get, people will call us on the phone, toe, heel shape, that's more internal. Don't worry about that. You don't have to fill that out. We do want the model number, we do want the height, we do want your color and your sole. Heel shapes are a little more detailed. Toe shape, as I said, don't worry about that. So that's really about it. That's what you need to do, and then you just duplicate that onto the right foot. Onto the left foot. So you go ahead and just start the same process. Now when you're doing the left foot, sometimes the leg will go out this way, so make sure you don't bring your tape measure down too far. Lift it just a little bit off of your leg, because you see the big gap that we have here. Well, when you're doing it on the right foot, there's no gap, but here there's a big gap. So just lift it just a little bit off the ground, and you go up to your 6-inch measurement, and you take the tape and wrap it around like that. So that's the way to do it. It's fairly simple, and again, we look forward to serving you. We can read between the lines on errors, so don't be nervous. And if you have any questions, give us a call. 509-309-2903. Thanks for watching.